Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I'll be going over the latest news for Star Trek Online on both PC and console. As always, chapters to each topic are listed below. First up, console players have a 35% bundle sale live right now until July 13th at noon Pacific time. 35% is the best discount seen on Zen Store ship bundles, so if there's any that you've been wanting, this would be a great time to pick them up. Now keep in mind that the new Timeless Legacy bundle did just drop on PC, and it's going to be dropping over on console in late August, but as coverage over the past day has shown, the value that bundle offers is quite poor compared to the other bundles out there. And for console players, I know some of you are wondering when the next bit of content's going to drop over there, so most of this month is going to be focused on the summer event, of course. But as the summer event is wrapping up or immediately afterwards, you guys should be getting the Heart of the Matter update, which is going to give you guys the new mini episode and a new TFO. And in the days leading up to that, you're going to be getting the giveaways that PC had in the lead up to the Heart of the Matter update, which was some Master Keys, some DOF packs, and I forget what else it was, like an Ultimate Tech upgrade. So stay tuned for that. But until then, just enjoy the summer event. Next up, as many of you have heard, the new Timeless Legacy bundle isn't that great, but there is an issue with one of the traits in it that I want you to be aware of. That is the Hellbore starship trait from the Warden multi-mission temporal cruiser. You can acquire that ship standalone or via the entire bundle. This starship trait is insanely overpowered right now, and is most certainly going to be balanced downwards. In fact, Borticus was made aware of it on the stream they did yesterday, and already said it's going to be looked into. So I don't want anyone going out and buying that ship or the bundle explicitly based on the performance they're seeing others get from that trait right now, because it is most certainly not going to remain that way. And just to show you how powerful it is, the parse over at the right in Oscar shows it doing several 100,000 DPS in a solo Hive Elite. And it's also worth noting that the main Oscar window sees Hellbore perfectly fine, but the real-time parser is not currently detecting it. That is a bug that is going to be resolved here in the very near future. But in the meantime, that allows us to see the DPS number with and without Hellbore. And when you round the numbers up, with Hellbore, that is 2.27 mil, and without it, 1.32 mil. So that most certainly is not going to be there long term. That is just insanely powerful. But that's the only standout overperformer in the bundle. Everything else right now needs some tuning upwards, which I'll be covering in an upcoming video. Next up, for PC players, there's currently an Admiralty bonus week running, and this is up until July 15th at noon Pacific time. So if you're looking to grind up your Admiralty campaigns or farm Tour of Duties, this is a great time to do so. And for the July 8th PC patch, they fixed an issue where the Heart of the Matter event Second Chance buyout was giving the player the wrong items upon purchase, so if you bought that and ran into that issue, you can now reclaim the correct items. And then a couple known issues here. The Proxima side pulse phaser console is not portraying the correct countdown, but the feature still functions. And ship variants included in the Timeless Legacy bundle are not included in the description of the bundle, but will be received upon purchase. And now it's time to go over the latest Starship leaks. Now, 2 of these are confirmed, but the 3rd is still up in the air, so I'm going to be guessing what it is, because that's what I'm hoping to see. Now, all 3 of these are likely to be premium ships, most likely direct additions to the Infinity Lockbox that we'll see added in, one by one, over the next several months. And the first of these is the Atlas, which was recently remastered and downscaled. On the stream that the developers did with Vengeance God yesterday, which I'll have linked down below, there was a bit from Thomas regarding the Atlas remaster, and I'll play that for you now.
We sometimes remaster things because we want to, and we get some time, we get some extra time or bandwidth to do it. All I'll say is this was not the case in that situation. So just keep your eyes, ears open.
So the remaster was done for a reason. An Atlas 2 with desirable stats is something I believe many of you would like to see. The original didn't have the bestest stats, but it was still insanely popular due to having the DPRM console. And that also brings up the question of, will we see a DPRM2 style console here? As far as I'm aware from my engagement on the market, the Atlas and the DPRM were insanely good sellers back in the day, and I would imagine that they would like to try and repeat that success. So my question to all of you is, what do you want to see from an Atlas 2 and potentially a new DPRM style console? Let me know in the comments below. And the next ship leak happened on that same dev stream with Vengeance God yesterday, thanks to UltraQ for getting these posted up on the STO subreddit very quickly. This second ship leak is for a Tier 6 version of the Voth Bulwark. This is the final of the 3 Voth ships that needed a Tier 6 version, and after many years, it is finally happening. As you can see, it is a Miracle Worker Dreadnought Cruiser with a 5-3 weapon setup, 1 hangar bay, and for the console setup it has 1 Universal, 5 Engineering, and then 3 Tac and Science. In addition, there is actually a leak for this ship in the game as well, so if you have the Tier 5 version of the ship and hover over its console, you can see that it now lists an enhanced version of the Ward Repair Ship console, right at the top of the set list there. For these older Tier 5 ships, the Tier 6 versions get enhanced versions of the consoles, which are the same console, with passives added on. Now, judging by the lack of icons as shown by the white boxes on that stream, along with no noticeable changes to the ship model, at least based on the resolution that we're seeing here, I'm guessing that this ship is a bit further out than the Atlas, which just had all that model work done. Vorticus was in this ship at the start of the stream, which indicates he was working on it or testing it out. For reference, based on comments from Jeremy in the STO Wiki Discord in early June, they had completed the summer ship around the end of April. So assuming around a 2 to 3 month delay between things being finished and being released, this ship nearing completion would point towards a release sometime around September or October. And on that same Vengeance God stream, the Starship trait from that Voth Dread did also leak, and you can see this is the trait for the Voth Dread. It's hard to read, but you can see Cruiser, Dread, Miracle Worker, Voth, T6, so that is confirmed to be from the Voth ship. And someone did clean this text up a bit and get a write-up of it. While this trait is slotted, when you receive a whole heal, you receive a Caduceus Fangs buff. The next attacker that damages you will receive damage equal to the same amount as the whole heal that granted the buff. Now, I can't say that this is a trait that I'll personally be using too much, but it is an interesting concept, and I know some of you will be very eager to try this out. It gives healers and tanks a new way to get some damage output from their builds. Now, heading over to the third ship leak, this one is not confirmed. Again, the Atlas and that Tier 6 Voth ship, those are confirmed. Those are going to happen. But for the third ship, all that we know is that it is a ship from Season 5 of Discovery. And for me, I'm just hoping it's that Breen Dread. I know that they would have to scale that down, but ever since I saw that ship in that show, I wanted to fly it in stow. That thing was extremely powerful, and I need it. I don't know if that's going to be the ship, but I need it. Deca, please. Now, some quick market talk. We typically don't have this much knowledge of upcoming ships, so with this information, we should take advantage and prepare. If you get a Tier 6 ship box and you don't have something that you urgently need right now, then I'd recommend you save it for these upcoming ships. And if you don't have a T6 ship box, just consider this a heads up. This gives you time to prepare and grind up some EC, so you can get the ships that you're interested in when they do arrive. And final thing before I get to the giveaways, but just a reminder that there is still a 20% Zen sale running on PC until the 14th, so if you're looking to stock up on Zen, even though the new bundle's a bit of a dud, it's still good to have some on hand for anything that may pop up throughout the rest of the year. So if you're looking to take advantage, then do so sooner rather than later. And if you're one of the lucky few that can purchase your Zen through the Epic Game Store, again, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could use creator code CasualSAB at checkout. And lastly, there are some giveaways up in both the CasualSAB and STO Builds Discord. So in the CasualSAB Discord, this is in the giveaways channel, and these are PC only. So there's a Tier 6 promo ship, a Tier 6 Infinity Lockbox ship, a Tier 6 Lobby ship, and a Tier 6 coupon. All of these are courtesy of Boggle. These giveaways are all running until July 21st, a Boggle's birthday, so make sure to wish him a happy birthday. And over on the STO Builds Discord in the giveaways channel there, it's some more PC-only giveaways. This time it is for a Tier 6 coupon and 3 of the Tier 6X experimental ship upgrades, and there's going to be 2 winners for that, and that giveaway is ending in 3 days on July 12th, so make sure to get in and enter that one as soon as possible. But that is it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.